All right, Shalom. There's a brother Tazabah from the GMF Atlanta camp. We're going to start off by giving our glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim, Kakwadash. Ever understand my apostles and the elders at Great Millstone that teaching that rule well. Salutations unto the Akim throughout the four corners that are putting that life on the line week in and week out. All right. And salutations to the few women and children that subscribe to this truth and faith and sincerity, all charity and subjection, because that's key. I just wanted to come, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And, just an exhortation and just, you know, to understand the midst of the times that we in, man. All right, because with everybody knows that they're Israelites now, man. Every Jake when Esau tries to pull the Trump card, well, I'm white, or well, I'm Jewish, well, I'm a small hat. Jake is quick to say nah, even though Jake ain't did no research, no nothing. They see the boldness and they see the zeal that come with the true servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And of course, you're gonna have, you got your contenders and pretenders out here as well. But everybody's claiming that they're Israelites, man. All right, so in it, you got some Jakes, and this is more so to the brothers that are wholeheartedly believe in this faith, man. If you say you believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, why you still on the sidelines, man? I ain't never seen no basketball player that was happy with coming off the bench. You know, not a true athlete. Now you got some dudes that just happy to be on the team, but we ain't in that spirit of we just happy to be here, man. That spirit is long gone. That's dead. That's that Edomite spirit. That we ain't here to get a participation trophy. We all must earn our place on that ship, man. All of us must earn our place to be considered righteous in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So why ain't you out on the highways and byways, man? Because when spirit jumped on me, I was talking to Jake earlier this week, man. It's like, you've been knowing it too long, man. If you've been knowing this truth 6 months, a year or more, hey, a lot of you Jakes, I know a couple of Jakes that have been knowing this truth 6, 7 years, 5 years, 4 years. And they ain't been to see a camp. They ain't seen the camp. They ain't put up a lesson. They've done nothing. The only thing they've done is told their family members or told their girl. And as if she stuck around to hear it. You see? So get up off your ass, man. This ain't we are not in the times that we can be settled on our leads, man. I'm gonna go here. All right. This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 12. It says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So it's speaking unto the Israelites. I will search Jerusalem with candles and will punish the men that are settled on their leaves. It's just like a beer or a drink, or like these fruit drinks. Once everything settles, all the dredges and all the sediment sit at the bottom, which means it hasn't been moved. There's no movement within it. So therefore everything is settled. That's a lot of these Jakes. Once they hear that, yo, I'm an Israelite, that's it. That's enough. I'm from the tribe of Judah, or I'm a Reubenite, or I'm a Gadite, or I'm a Naphthalite. You see? And that's it for Jake, man. We're going to get the kingdom. I'm God's chosen people. I'm going to get the kingdom. And they ain't trying to live righteous. For you men, you ain't trying to go out and teach the word. You ain't even trying to learn it. And I'm going to say this, man. You Jakes that are settled on your leads. Like the bishop told us out here, man. But you ain't willing to sacrifice today, you'll sacrifice in that day, man. So if it's your kid, if your kid is keeping you from going out to see a camp or keeping you from camp, hey, if that child is if that child is more important than Yahweh Shem Yahushua, in that day, the Lord gonna take that child from you, man. And we're gonna see, because you really gonna need the Lord. You see? So it says, and it shall come to pass that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leads, that say in their heart, Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. And that's a lot of Jakes. They get the truth and it's like, our Lord ain't gonna do good, the Lord ain't gonna do He ain't gonna do evil. It's like I thought the Lord gonna come back then, but he didn't. So, maybe, Jake is in that overly optimistic state of mind like Esau. So let's go here. This is Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 10. It says, "Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully." And this is the point. "Cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood." And it's a lot of Jakes, man. It's a lot of Jakes. I remember being at the workplace one time, and the Jake was sincere or whatever, but it shows you, hey, yo, a lot of Jakes ain't diligent and they be settled on their leads. Now, this Jake had been telling me, he been knowing the truth for quite a few years, over a decade, man. But yet the guy didn't even know that you're not supposed to have sex on the Sabbath, man. What type of studying are you doing? What type of reading are you doing? What type of what are you paying attention to in the spirit? What are you looking for out of the spirit, man? You should be looking to separate yourself from the ways and the rudiments and the teachings of this world in which you've known by way of the scriptures, by keeping according to the scriptures, man. A lot of things that Jake would seem wicked is actually righteous, and a lot of things that Jake deemed righteous is wicked. But we understand this by what? According to the scriptures, man. So these scriptures is the standard, and if the scriptures is the standard, why the hell ain't you out on the highways and byways, man? It says, "Cursed be he that keepeth his sword from blood." So our sword is the scriptures. We go cut people. The scriptures tell you that what? Matter of fact, a two-edged sword. Let me get it. Let's see. Bear with me 1 second. All right. Right in asunder. Well, Salak, I ain't feeling for this time's sake, but the scriptures tell you that the word of the Lord is a two-edged sword, dividing asunder, and it cuts into the spirit, right? Right. So this word cuts into the spirit. So we supposed to go out to the highways and byways. Let me go here. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 1. "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is your reasonable service." You see? So we're supposed to present our bodies as a living sacrifice, man. And in that living sacrifice, what are you doing? You're doing the same thing Yahushua did. Yeah, like how he put himself onto the cross and put himself through that spiritual fire, as should we, because the servant is not above his master, man. You see? So we're supposed to go out there and do those daily atonement by doing our lessons. Weekly atonements, by going out there before the altar and preaching the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's how you put your life, you present your body as a living sacrifice, man, by putting it out in the elements. You see? All right. With that, let me go here. All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, and keep his commandments." All right. And it says, "For this is the whole duty of man." So we're supposed to keep the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And one of his commandments is to what? To present your bodies as a living sacrifice. All right. Let me go here, because this is that commandment. This is 2 John chapter 1, verse 5. "Now I beseech thee, lady, not as though I write a new commandment unto thee, but that which we had from the beginning, that we love one another." So that new commandment is that we love one another. And what is the greatest love? To lay down thy life for thy brother and to do the work. So let's get into it, man. This ain't gotta be too long or too deep, man. All right. John 15 and 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend. So who laid down his life and went up on the cross for his friend? For the men that believed in him. Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus, went up on the cross for your sins and mine, man. You see, that was the greatest love that he showed. But let's go a little bit further. All right. 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that we keep his commandments. You see, it's all about his commandments. And what did Yahweh Shai come to do? He came to do the will of his father. He said, don't you know I be about my father's business? And what did he go do? He went and prophesied, man. He went throughout and he taught the people. So why the hell are you on your couch? Why the hell is you just teaching your family? Why is you just speaking about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai on the job? How can you present your body as a living sacrifice if you're not putting your bodies in the element, putting your body on the line? To sacrifice something is to lose your life. It's to lose it. It's to put it up for ransom, to put it up to be taken. So how are you doing? You ain't doing no lessons. You ain't going before the prophet, standing before the altar to give offerings, to give, to receive a blessing. Nor are you going out to camp. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. All right. So it's one of them. Let's go here. All right. Yeah. And now I'm finna tie it together. This is John chapter 21, verse 17. He saith unto me, Salah, and he saith unto him the third time, because Yahweh Shai kept asking Peter, do you love me? Do you love me? He saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, because Yahweh Shai is repetitive. Third time, third time's a charm, man. Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahweh Shai said unto him, feed my sheep. You see? And so you really love me like how I loved you, and I love the people that I sent you for. You gonna feed them as I fed you. So what are you supposed to do? You supposed to be out on the highways and byways, man. You're supposed to be compelling those to come in and bid them to the marriage, man, that the Lord's house may be filled. There's plenty of scriptures for this, man. Plenty of scriptures, but Jake want to make excuse. We ain't gotta go and join the camp. You ain't gotta join the camp, nigga. Go out there and do it by your damn self. Prove that you love Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Stand on your soapbox, because anything worth bragging about is worth struggling over, man. But nah, Jake just want to brag. He ain't been confounded. He ain't been challenged. He ain't been challenged on the highways and byways. He ain't had his life threatened. He ain't had the police pull up and tell you to move to another spot. I have a dude say, hey, yo, if y'all be back here next week, we're gonna dump on you. We're gonna slide this block. You don't know what that feels like. So your faith can't be to the level of us, man. And that's us bragging boastfully. That's us being confident in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, with us being able to say that, man. But Jake talking about he love the Lord. With their lips, they do honor me, but their hearts are far from me. Because if you really love me, you do what the freak he said, man. You'll do what the Lord said. But nah, you go about it. You go about your establishing your own righteousness. You dudes are cowards, man. Right? Let's go here. This is John chapter 15, verse 16. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. So, though you was looking for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you couldn't find him. And when you did, there's plenty of dudes have been called, but few are chosen. The Lord has put his word out. A lot of dudes gonna hear his word and to hell with it. But it says, for ye have not chosen me, I have chosen you. So who are you for the Lord to have given you this understanding for you to sit on your ass, man? Because when he went to the disciples, they cast away their nets and followed him straight away, man. But you got 5 years, you special. You got 5 years to sit on the sideline. This ain't, hey man, this ain't it, man. This ain't it. Like you finna get thrown in the fire, man. Your rookie year. You expected to play. Hey, we paid Mannings out here, man. Ain't none of us gonna get to sit behind Brett Favre and learn. You had that time. Now it's time to get out there and go do some work, man. Get up off your ass, man. It says, for ye have not chosen me, but I've chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, and that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. So this the Lord you didn't choose the Lord chose you. And here you are, you sitting on your ass. The Lord done gave you a golden ticket. And he telling you, hey man, get to the factory as soon as possible. But yeah, here it is. It's 5 years later, and you still got a golden ticket sitting in your pocket thinking it's gonna be valid when you show up. Hey, the Lord might just say reject you, man. So get up off your ass, man. It says, let's continue. These things I command you, that ye love one another. And what is a part of that love? You presenting yourself as a living sacrifice, man. You laying your life down for a brother. And how do you do it? By standing beside him in those trenches, man. On the battlefield. Me and the brother done get, me and brothers done got into some scuffles out here. Defending the faith, man. Yeah, and it brought us together. It scared some men and showed some men to not be truly, they didn't love the Lord, nor did they love the brotherhood, and they was cowards, man. Because what? They kept their sword from blood when the action really got thick, man. They dipped out. But the Lord said, woe unto you, they keepeth his sword from blood. And that word woe goes into destruction, man. All right. I ain't want this to even be too long. You know, this is real quick. All right. But let's go here. Because with all of the sacrifice and you putting your life on the line for the Lord, all right, doing the things that he calls you to do. This is your reasonable service. As a man, you can't call yourself a man unless you put your life on the line for the Lord. You see? LeBron's not a man. Farrakhan's not a man. Obama's not a man. I am. The brothers that you see throughout Great Millstone and throughout various other camps that are sincere towards the Lord. Our brothers are, we be out of that sincere number. Yo, those are the men. I'll finish off with this, man. Mark 13:13. And ye should be hated of all men for my name's sake. Why? Because you went out there, you went to the chief place of concourse, you went to the highways and byways, and you blasted these people. You told them whether they were here or forbear. You told them, hey, yo, you gonna die if you don't turn back if you be a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian. You see? And for the rest of the people outside of that, you're gonna die, bro. We could care less. Either you're gonna die in Jacob's trouble or you're going to head first into slavery. So to hell with you. And for these messages, for these two, for the gospel and for the judgment that we send out, what? You shall be hated of all men for the sake of Yahweh Shai's name, because we don't come in our own name, we come in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But he that shall endure until the end. How can you endure until the end if you never started nothing, man? You just behind, you just at home watching this video. You ain't did shit. Get out there and do something, man. Go get your hands dirty, man. The same shall be saved, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, because it ain't enough to start it. It's enough. It's about finishing it, man. We done seen a lot of great upstarts. Eric Lubin, Chris Colbert. I'm speaking in boxing analogies, but these dudes ain't around, man. They here today, gone. You see, the same shall be saved. So it's about you doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and you finishing that course, man. You see, but you cool with just being just knowing you're an Israelite and saying it every once in a while. But that's all I had through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I want to end out by giving our glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh Shemi Shah, double honors to my apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Until the next time, Shalom.